It's a very windy day in the bee yard. It's warm, it's 20°C. There is just water everywhere in the yard. I could hardly walk here in my shoes. Fortunately, this is fairly high ground. It drains well, so I can walk around in here, and the grass is dried off by now. So this unit right here is the one I'm after today. As mentioned, I didn't find the queen when I was making splits, so I just put the split above there over a queen excluder. I shook all the bees off, and then they just would percolate through the queen excluder and onto the frames again. So I need to take those frames off, and there's a split box here that doesn't have anything in it, nothing to speak of anyway. And yeah, so that's it. So I'm braving these bees in shorts and a t-shirt now. So we'll see if they chase me out of here. They've been pretty mean to me so far. So we'll see what happens here today. Seeing a lot of orange, I think, orange pollen coming in. Dandelion flow hit, and they started building comb in here because I didn't fill the box. I really didn't anticipate waiting quite this long, and we're not typically on a flow, but they have told me otherwise. There's a nice lobe of comb right there. There's probably another one on this side. Yeah, a little one. Okay, we'll deal with that when we're done the split. Okay, don't smoke them too much because you don't want to smoke the bees off the frames. I'm just going to go open up the other hive. Okay, these are the 4 brood frames that I want, but I put an extra 2 so that they would fill up both sides of that frame. But I can also take these have some bees. They're putting some of that dandelion flow in there. So I've got 6 frames I can take. From my experience, if I'm careful, I can carry 2 at a time fairly reliably. I can actually carry 3 at a time, but I'm going with 2 right now. All right, there we go. And because this is over a queen right colony, they have no reason to create rogue cells, so I don't really need to do a cell check, and I'm not going to do that right now anyway. Looks like some nice brood frames here. Look at that nice brood frame there. Hope you can see it. It's just hard to hold. Funny, they built all that comb, but it's not fresh white comb. It's yellow, it's repurposed. They're sure in anticipation, and there's nothing in it. They're just building it because there was space to build. That's what bees will do. All right. Okay, these are pretty strong, although I've really knocked them back. It won't be too long before they'll get a double. And these two, these are also splits made that same day. There are 6 in all. So what I want to do with these is, oh, you know what? I got an R there. That means I put a queen in that. Don't want to disrupt those. So certainly something I can see right away is these hives didn't depopulate. And I was talking about that when I brought them here, that they were not only moved probably 40 miles, 35, but it was a cool day, and they hadn't been outside in a while, so they had completely forgotten where they live. And what I want to do is just to check for rogue cells, and I only really have to check the brood frames. But in order to do a thorough rogue cell check, you need to shake the bees off. They can cover those cells up pretty easily. Emergency cells aren't very big. I've got a couple of little cups at the bottom. Nothing in them. And here's something. Yeah, see, they started one there. There's a whole bunch here. I don't know if you can see that. Right here by my thumb, there's a whole row of them. And you don't have to dig them out. Just mash them if you want. Some down here. You just don't want them getting any ideas, making a virgin, and then having that virgin kill your expensive queen that you just put in there. It would not be good. And they'll typically be kind of in a pattern because that's where the appropriately aged larva was that they could choose to make a queen with. I don't know why I move my hive tool around like that. Helps me to focus on it, I guess. Okay, so that's good. Some open larvae there. Oh, almost missed one. See those little cells they've got going? You could easily miss those. Okay, there might be one more frame of brood here. No. That was a 2-framer. It's pretty nice looking splits, to be honest. I think one round of emergence they're going to go in 10-frame boxes. Oh, look at that. All down near the bottom. There was lots of young larvae for them to choose from. We get a queen soon enough. Same there. Some here. Some on the bottom. This one's not quite as jam-packed, but I think it's fine this time of year. It's a nice grape cell there, nice and mature, I mean. Yep, there's a couple there I just about missed. Don't think that's a bird frame. We've got some good flight among the zombies today. That's really nice to see. These are actually pretty good. I wasn't really expecting them to be quite this good. Wow. I don't have my hive tool, but I'll show you these two if I can. So again, these are meant to be just a resource, a laying queen, something that'll give me some brood to add a queen to in about a month. And the intention is to actually combine 2 of these with 1 queen. So I put some heavy feed frames in these, and then look at that. That's a really nice frame of brood. Holy smokes! And he doesn't mark queens, so they won't be marked. Yeah, boy, that's a lot. And then there's the frames again that I left. There's one. This was an empty drawn comb frame, and they filled it with pollen and some nectar. So that's pretty awesome. Boy, I'm happy with this. He sure went above and beyond on my behalf. He doesn't do what I call zombies, so he was always thinking, oh, they're not very good. They're not strong enough. For a zombie, they're fine. So that's again the drawn frame that I left. There's eggs and a little bit of pollen, a bunch of nectar. Oh, that's beautiful. She laid that up. So again, nice brood frame there. There's a pink marked queen here. I guess some of the queens that he bought were marked. So that's her. I don't know the origin of that queen. And this is a feed frame that I put in there when I sent them over. Yeah. I'm sure there's some that aren't maybe quite this robust, but that's okay. This is it's going to give me what I need to make my splits, make my colonies later on. Very nice. There's inevitably drift. This is likely drift. And again, these are zombies, so it doesn't really matter. I could move that somewhere over, move that green one over here, for example. Doesn't take long when the sun goes behind a cloud for the activity to wane. It's nice to be out working the bees again. Yeah, this is my happy place, my apiary. Now that it has bees in it, it's a much happier place. So thanks for watching.